One of the nice properties of a set is that it does not accept repetition. And this is very similar. This is identical actually to the property of a set in mathematics, right? In a set in mathematics, you cannot have repetitive members. It's going to be the same here. So in order to do that, we are going to, in order to practice that, in order to see how that works, we are going to create another set. So I'm going to say um, lang languages again, another set, right, is equal to, I'm going to say r comma r comma python comma r, and that's a set, right? And if I say give me lang, it's going to give me just python and r, so it removes the repetition, right? And that's a really nice property of a set, and in case you want to get rid of repetition, this is one of the nice ways of one nice way of getting rid of repetition is turning that item or whatever data type it is to set and getting rid of that repetition. Now, let's march forward with the next topic, which is adding items to a set. So let me look at lang one more time. Languages is Python and R. So let's say I want to add another language, let's say C or Ruby to this language. All right, I'm going to say lang dot add. That's a nice that's one of the methods of a set. Add what? Add, I'm going to say add Ruby to this language and give me to this I'm sorry, set, and give me lang. I'm going to have a Python, R, and Ruby. Again, if you I try this time one more time, if I try lang dot add what one more time, let's say add Ruby and give me lang, it's going to say, hey, you have the Ruby there, so you don't need to add one more time. All right, um, it's not going to accept any repetition. Another method that looks on the surface, it looks similar, but you need to be very careful about is update. So I'm going to leave it to you to practice. This is up to you to practice update method. All right, method um, in set. So just I'm gonna write the example, but I want you to practice it yourself. Lang dot update update with what? Update with, let's say, language Java. Run this and see how it looks. Does it look like what you and lang? I'm not going to run it. All right, you do it yourself and see if the output is exactly what you wanted. All right, you got to be careful with this method. So we are not going to run this. Let's move forward. There are two more items I want to talk about, one or two more items I want to talk about. The other one is you can check if an item is in a set using in keyboard. So for example, if I want to see if C language, this C, all right, in lang, it is going to say it is false, all right, because C is not there. But if I say, Python in lang, it is going to say, yeah, it is there. And we are going to finish this video with accessing members of a set. So very first idea that may cross your mind is, you know what, let's access member of a set using that zero-based indices. All right, so let's say lang 0, and let's see what we get. It's going to say, no, you cannot do that. Order in a set does not matter. As a result, it is not indexed. All right, so you cannot access members of a set using indices. Instead, we are going to loop through members. All right, for items in lang, print items, and I'm going to just use end equal to and put a space between them, and you're going to get R, Python, and Ruby. In the next videos, we are going to discover a little bit more interesting properties of a set.